Alive. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's a great day to be alive, loving life and feeling free. It's a great day to be alive. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's a great day to be alive. It sure is, and we're glad you're here. Thank you. Thanks so much. Great message. Yes. So let's all stand and affirm what we know to be true. God is good, and all is well. What a wonderful morning, beyond compare. I feel God's loving presence everywhere. I am filled with joy profound in a world where many miracles abound. In the garden of my soul, I am happy, healed, and whole. I know that God is good and all is well. In the garden of my soul, I am happy, healed, and whole. I know that God is good and all is well. Please be seated.
Good morning, Unity. So happy to see all these bright and shining faces. So welcome to Unity of Bon Air, where we live and express unconditional love and grow together in peace and prosperity. My name is Reverend Patty, and I am the lucky dog that gets to be the minister here, along with every one of you as well. Whether it's your first time or your 100th time joining us, either in person or online, we're grateful for your presence and participation as we share this special time together. We have come together as part of love's divine purpose that calls each of us forth to celebrate the connection we all share through the holy presence within and all around that we call God. In this spirit of community, we unfold in light and love all spiritual and religious gatherings and all people everywhere. We especially welcome any of you who are here for the first time. And if you're here in the room, please raise your hand so one of our ushers can bring you a welcome packet. Looks like we don't have a new one. So if you're online and you're new, we encourage you to visit our website at unitybonair.org to find all of the activities that are happening here. And we are so happy John Moore is in the house today. You'll hear an introduction about him in a little bit. So let's start off with our joke. So our 9 o'clock class was watching a Swami teaching, and we were talking about, language that you don't like to use. And so there were young people asking him this question, and he said, well, here's a story. So a young wife has been married for 4 days, and she calls her mother, and she says, Mom, my husband, he's using 4-letter words all day long. I don't think I can live with him. And the mother goes, honey, what kind of words is he using? And she goes, he's using words like cook and dust. Oh, me. Oh, so let's take a gander outside where we have the beautiful big machine blocking some of our view, but we're also very grateful for that. Our well is being drilled. And spring is here. We can see from up here the daffodils are blooming and the gardens are beautiful if you've not been out there. So let's just take a breath to presence ourselves here in this moment. Let your shoulders drop. Let your muscles relax. We just take a breath. We breathe in love. We breathe out peace. And we focus our awareness of letting go of the busy, busy mind and moving down into our heart center. Sensing the power of the love that is living and breathing us is the very essence of our being. And so we consciously just open our hearts and let this love flood this space. We open our hearts to receive this love. And we include in this amazing vibration all those whose names are in our prayer box, all those in our community who are continuing to heal, and we especially remember Manny this morning and Stephen. And if there's anyone in your personal friendships that you would like to hold in this space, you may say that name out loud or silently as we place them in this vibration. And we continue to add to this, just beyond our community, we add our state, our nation, our leaders, those who are experiencing difficulties because of weather, all those around the world, those who are experiencing the effects of the earthquake in Turkey and Syria, those experiencing the effects of war all around our globe. Just send them the power of this love and this peace. And we bring in all the children around the world. We bring our YFM, who will be coming in later. We just see the power of love doing its thing, creating harmony, creating openness, creating a willingness to see something differently. We are so grateful. And we think of a few blessings in our lives. Visualize those running across the screen of our mind, just letting gratitude rise up within us. And I invite you to join with me as we close with our affirmation. I am grateful 3 times. I am grateful, I am grateful, I am grateful. And so it is. And what's up on the screen? Is our statement of truth coming? There we go. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God, the omnipotent good. And then I'm going to invite our Miss Mary Curley up here to share a little bit about love in action. Want the phone in the stand? Oh, I think I could just hold it.
A report on our Love in Action Fair 2 weeks ago. I think it was a big success. There were 30 team leaders at the tables ready to take down names of those who want to volunteer, and we had, I would say, approximately 40, maybe 40 plus people who signed up for different jobs. So, great success. Could have been the same person signing up for all of them. We'll accept that too. And I'm not sure what Mike Regalinski was passing out, but he got 10 people to sign up for Habitat for Humanity. So, and I understand there's going to be a breakfast of Habitat for Humanity people, and we're represented there. And so we're going to, I think we'll get involved in some kind of build, which is, this has not gone on for several years, so this is very exciting too. For those who were not able to be here, there are brochures, Love in Action brochures, and also the interest sheets. You can sign up and say exactly what you want to do to join this. So they're out there in the hallway, and I'll be out there, and I'll be more than happy to help you fill out this form, too. I'd like to just spotlight a couple of the volunteer groups. The office volunteers, they work in the office during the week and help out the staff. The sessions are like you can take 10 to 12 or 12 to 2, Monday through Friday. I mean, you don't do every day, you just take one of those slots. So they help with meeting guests that come in. They help with folding papers and stuffing them in envelopes and filling out the visitors' packets. They do et cetera, and a lot of et cetera. And they answer phones. They answer the phones. So if you're interested in that one, we would be glad to have you join in that one. Another one is the Inspiration Station bookstore. Marcy Murphy does a marvelous job of managing that, and along with her dog Safari, if you've met Safari when you came in. But Safari doesn't really pull his weight. And she would prefer to have maybe a human assistant. So stop by the bookstore. Maybe you'd be interested in helping out with that during the Sunday session. So there are lots of opportunities. I've just spotlighted 2, but there are many, and in the brochure, they're all in here. So if you haven't gotten a brochure, stop at the desk, and I'll be glad to provide you one. Thank you.
Good morning. Apparently, I didn't catch all the kids this morning. We've started doing things a little bit different, and we're actually going straight into the classrooms. So if I can have all my friends that want to go into the classroom with us, come on up, and that will be it. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I hate to admit this while Frank is in the room with Mary, but Mary loves to be in the hall soliciting after church, so go visit her table. And now it's time for our new member recognition. So Barbie's going to start us off.
Good morning. My name is Barbie Nunley. Good morning. And I am your new member coordinator. And I am so very pleased to introduce 5 new members. So when I call your name, please come on up to the platform. Anita Browning. Anita writes, I was born in southern Ohio, in Appalachia. My father was a United Methodist pastor with a degree in divinity from Drew University in New Jersey, where he met my mother. For those who are not familiar with Drew Seminary, it is considered like the Jesuits of the Methodists, focused on social issues and social justice. My dad and mom left the church when their church made the decision to not embrace all of God's children. I grew up with an intellectual understanding of religion, but not exactly a spiritual one. And being a pastor's daughter was always challenging. From my first position in a maximum security psychiatric hospital under the Department of Corrections to my current one, advancing telehealth for better access to health care, I remain engaged in social issues. I am the mother of 5 independent adult children, have 3 grandchildren. My husband passed away from ALS in 2020. In 1984, I was introduced to Unity of Oakton in Northern Virginia, and now I have finally made my way back to a place in Unity of Bon Air where I feel like I belong. I look forward to growing in spirit with you all. And next we have Bernadette Mayhall. Please come on up. Bernadette Coughlin Mayhall grew up in Birmingham, New York. Binghamton. I stand corrected. In a deaf family. Because she grew up using sign language, she became a sign language interpreter working in all different venues. Most interesting are the concerts that she worked at: Rolling Stones, Aretha Franklin, Bruce Springsteen, Bonnie Raitt, just to mention a few. And I even have a picture on my phone where she is working with Prince. So if you want to see it, I'll be glad to share it with you. Bernadette met and married the love of her life in Hawaii, Tony Mayhall. He unfortunately succumbed to cancer 10 years ago. They enjoyed traveling and moved to many states across the country. Bernadette has been coming to Unity on and off since 1998. When she first moved here. She has learned a great deal from Unity and especially loves the teachings about mindfulness. Her favorite things to do are playing with her dogs, Buddy and Ginger, traveling, walking in the park, reading, and swimming. We welcome you. And next we have Megan Rogers. Megan writes, I was born and raised mostly in Indiana. I was raised Catholic and attended Catholic school K through 12. I never felt my authentic self in the Catholic Church. After many years of variations of what church looked like to me, no church at all, Lutheran, contemporary, nature as my religion, I found my way to Unity. It felt like I wasn't turning my back on myself. My mom took me to the Unity in Naples, Florida. I always was moved by spirit there and felt the presence of light, the divine, and home. It wasn't until we moved to Virginia in 2021 that I accepted Unity, and that was my place for me, where I can be myself and grow in the areas I love and feel passionate about. Unity of Bon Air is accepting, loving, caring, intuitive, spiritual, and positive. I look forward to growing spiritually here. Welcome, Megan. And next we have Tricia Schachter. And I had to practice saying her last name properly. Tricia writes, I moved to Richmond 4 months ago from New York's mid-Hudson River Valley, although I grew up in a suburb just north of New York City. My professional life has taken me into various sales fields, the political arena, government, publishing, and holistic health. Having been brought up in a Reformed Jewish home, tradition and heritage was emphasized rather than spirituality. So my spiritual journey began at ground zero. I was baptized in my late 20s, yet still felt no divine connection or enlightenment. Then someone gave me the first book on metaphysics. I have never heard of Unity Church or New Thought, but in 1993, while living in Norwalk, Connecticut, I walked into one of its congregations and declared, "I'm home." 2 years ago, I moved to where there was no nearby congregation. Now, 28 years later, I am rejoicing in knowing that at Unity of Bon Air, I'm home again. And I'd like to help to extend its community outreach through an annual major fundraiser effort that would benefit both the community and Unity. Welcome, Tricia. And next we have Julie Fitzgerald Thacker. Julie was born in Detroit, Michigan, and moved to Middle Tennessee when she was in the 4th grade, where she lived off and on for the majority of her years before moving to Richmond with her family in December of 2021. She received her BA in English Literature from the University of Sussex in Brighton, England, and her MED in Community Development and Action from Vanderbilt University in Nashville. Julie was an ESL teacher for a couple of years before moving into public health. She worked for 10 years with the local public health department in Nashville, Tennessee, and currently is the population health manager for Crater Health District south of Richmond. Julie's family, including her husband of 12 years, Heath, and daughter Zoe, 11, enjoy the outdoors, hiking, traveling, trying new cuisines, and playing card and board games. Julie's family also includes 2 rescue pups, Maple, 3, and Juniper, 9 months. In her spare time, Julie enjoys writing creatively, reading a variety of fiction and nonfiction, and getting active. Julie is overjoyed to have found a new spiritual home in Unity of Bon Air. Welcome, Julie. Anita, Bernadette, Julie, Megan, and Tricia, we behold the Christ in you. And please stand as we sing, I behold the Christ in you.
I behold the Christ in you. Hear the life of God I see. I can see the great peace too. I can see you whole and free. I behold the Christ in you. I can see this as you walk. I see this in all you do. I can see this as you talk. I behold God's love expressed. I can see you filled with power. I can see you ever blessed. See Christ in you, hour by hour. I behold Christ in you. I can see that perfect one, led by God in all you do. I can see God's work is done.
And Patty presented everyone with the rose symbolizing the love we have for each member. And so now let us give our new members our unity blessing. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ you are. And we see you doing amazing things.
Welcome.
Our new members will return to their seats, and they will be in the hallway after the service so everyone can greet them. And last but not least, Becky will take a group picture of our treasured new members. Thank you, everyone. I love you.
Turning it over to Claudia.
Thank you. Let's all stand. We're going to sing I Release and I Let Go. 1, 2, 3. There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all for myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. Didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you gotta let it go, let it all go. And this is what you have to say: I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle. Yeah, with my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. You got it. My name is Edward Hayes, and I'm here to do the Transformational Opportunities, among other things. And please join us for fellowship coffee after the service. It's a nice time together and share conversation, friendship, and refreshments. And the folks back there do a good job, so let's support them. We've already been told that that little device out there in the gardens is kind of getting in the way. The gardens are actually closed right now. So that's a shame, but we've got a great thing going on getting this new well coming in, because I know it's well needed. How about that? Yeah, I know. It really wasn't that good in my mind before I said it, and it didn't. I usually do better, but thanks. Next Friday is Family Fun Night. All are invited. Plan to be there starting at 7 p.m. for our St. Patty's Day games, prizes, pizza, and punch. And it'll be a great time for all. Mark your calendars for an upcoming celebration of our beloved Paula Davis. It's her birthday. Many of you know Paula, and she's just a wonderful, wonderful person, and just that smile that she has all the time. If she's ever given you a hug, you'll know it, because she just latches on to you. It's fantastic. But we are having, it's on the 1st of April. There is it's her daughter is requesting their RSVP, and there's her number, the place to get in touch with her is there, and it's also going to be in the e-news, so please take a look at that. And set aside, Paula's a great person. It'd be great to celebrate her. And next Saturday, I think 2 Saturdays from now, 25th or the 26th, we will be having a celebration of life for Renata Sobruski. Zabolski. I knew I was going to get it wrong. Renata was a great light for us, and she passed away a couple of months ago. So we are going to have a celebration at 2 o'clock on, is it the 25th or the 26th? 25th. So please plan to attend and celebrate a wonderful life that she was. And Aman and Angelique will be our guests starting March 31st, where they will have a nice little get-together for us. They will be doing the Sunday service and will be having a workshop afterwards. So many of us have seen them before. They're wonderful and entertaining, so please put it on your calendar to be there. There are many opportunities for transformation, sacred service, fun, and fellowship. Please check your bulletin to keep up with us by visiting our website, which is unitybonaire.org. And check your bulletin to keep up with us and subscribe to the weekly news. You'll get it on Wednesday. It's a wonderful way to keep up with things going on here. There'll be a lot more things that are discussed other than what's here. So it's a wonderful, and you get a good message from Patty every week. So please pay attention to that. All right, now we will turn to the daily word. And the word for today is illuminate. Taking a moment to appreciate the beauty of a sunset, I realize that in another part of the world, the first rays of a rising sun are beginning to light a morning sky. Whether I see it or not, the sun never stops shining. Somewhere, a new day is dawning. Much more brilliantly than the sun, the light of God, too, is always shining. Sometimes, my thoughts may be focused on a challenging life situation that I do not sense this divine light. Then, in a flash of insight, I experience again the illuminating presence that, even in my darkest moments, is as near as my next thought. I affirm, let there be light. I breathe out frustration and worry. Breathing in, I am filled with the light of truth that illuminates my mind and shines from within my heart. Our scripture today is relatively well known. It is, God said, let there be light, and there was light. Genesis 1, 3rd verse. Our affirmation, I will say it once, and then I'll ask that you repeat it with me twice afterwards. I welcome the light. Together. I welcome the light. I welcome the light. And, well, math was not my, I went into social sciences because of math. I welcome the light. I did that because I'm so excited about introducing our guest speaker today, who's already been mentioned, but I get the opportunity to give a little bio on him, and many of us know John Moore from his work with Family Constellations and just from being a wonderful person all the way around. John Harold Moore is a spiritual coach, writer, speaker, and a Course in Miracles teacher. He is also a pioneer in the practice of family constellations, a revolutionary modality which reveals hidden generational patterns that keep you from healthy, prosperous life you were meant to live. John graduated from Family Constellations Institute of Miami in 2013 and has been speaking and facilitating workshops online and all over the U.S. ever since. And if you want any more information, you can visit his website at johnharoldmoore.com. John will be speaking in just a moment, but while we have the opportunity now, let's give him a warm Unity welcome.
I've invited Joshua Lewis to sing with me today. And we're going to share a song written by Karen Drucker and David Alt. It's called Altar of Love. Lay it down, set it free, let my heart rest and let it be. Lay it down, set it free, lay it down on the altar of love.
I was walking through a season of dark and lonely change, where the world was on my shoulders and my faith was rearranged. I knew I'd never be given more than I could bear. Then the Spirit reassured me there was an answer to my prayer.
You lay it down, set it free, let my heart rest and let it be. Lay it down, set it free, lay it down on the altar of love. So every single moment I am left with the choice to stay in separation or to listen to the voice. It beckons me to open and be grateful for every day. It gently reminds me there can be another way if I lay it down, set it free, let my heart rest and let it be. Lay it down, oh yeah, set it free, lay it down on the altar of love. Lay it down, set it free, let my heart rest and let it be. Lay it down, set it free, lay it down on the altar of love. Lay it down on the altar of love. Lay it down on the altar of love. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Wow, thank you for being here. I know we all lost an hour of sleep last night, so I'm really honored that you're here, and it's not the nicest, warmest day. I'm from Florida, so my body's like, what is going on right now? This is kind of a full circle moment for me. Some of you may know, my very first Sunday talk was right here behind this podium in April of 2016. Reverend Joyce, I met her at the Big Sky Retreat in Montana, and I thought, who is this little firecracker that is asking about my Unity Church in Miami? She knew Reverend Chris Jackson, who was my minister there, and the thing about Big Sky Retreat is the name tags just say your name, so you don't know who's a minister, you don't know who's an accountant, we're just people there. And so I didn't know that she was the minister of this beautiful, beautiful community. And I'll be honest, I was a little more than a little. Some fear came up about speaking because I'd never done it before. And Unity has been so special to me. It really turned my life around when I started going to Unity on the Bay in Miami in 2002, I think it was. And I'm like, I want to deliver a message. I want to share some love. And I got here, and I remember I was going to do a meditation, and the meditation that came to me had angels involved, and I thought, oh, is that a little too woo-woo for this crowd? I've never been there. I get here, and there's an angel statue right in front of the Unity of Bon Air sign. Angel statues all throughout the garden, and at the time there were angel paintings. Like, I think they'll be good with angels. And there was so much love in this room that there was no room for fear. And I feel that again today. So thank you all for being here. Give yourselves a round of applause. The other full circle moment was the last time I was here. Many of you know your community member, Gail Corville. Yes, give her a round of applause. also met her at the Big Sky Retreat that year. And it's almost, I think it might actually be to the day that I was here 3 years ago in 2020. And it was that weekend, as you may recall, that the world started shutting down. I was on the plane from Houston at the time to Richmond and heard the news that the NBA was shutting down March Madness, different kind of March Madness. And I was like, wow, what's gonna happen? Like, none of us knew the extent of what we were going to experience. And so to be back here exactly 3 years later is kind of symbolic too. And I just invite you to look around at everyone here in the congregation and just make eye contact. We've all been through something. Some of us lost loved ones. Some of us lost businesses. Some of us lost a way of life. Everything changed. But here we are. We made it. We're here, and we're still loving. So say with your eyes, just see each other, that here we are. I'm so grateful to be here and to get to share with all of you. So much love here. You know, I also heard that you have a beautiful Course in Miracles